If you've missed the little blue hedgehog and think it's about time he made a comeback, well, you're in luck. Sonic 4 is here. We're just getting the first episode to whet our appetite initially, but it's quite simply more of the side-scrolling platforming Sonic that we love and remember.
Indeed. Recent games in the Sonic franchise have seen Sonic take on a more three-dimensional form, none of which has been particularly successful. Finally, Sonic is back in his 2D realm where he belongs.
Episode 1 throws you straight into the action with that familiar theme song and updated graphics for this generation. Sonic looks pretty sleek.
There are 4 zones in Ep 1, Splash Hill, Casino Street, Lost Labyrinth and Mad Gear. There's also that special stage that fans will remember from the Mega Drive years. Once you've played through all of Splash Hill though, you'll actually unlock access to every stage in each zone, with the exception of the boss battles, of course.
I like that they haven't done anything too crazy with this one, Hex. Maybe it's because whenever they try anything different with Sonic, it just doesn't work as well.
Yeah, back in the day, I remember loving Sonic Spinball a lot, so in Sonic 4, Casino Street is definitely my favourite zone so far. I love all that whizzing about on playing cards, bouncing off pinball-style bumpers and flippers and cannons. It's all very manic still, too. Sometimes I just feel so out of control with what's happening on the screen.
Hex, when I was a little kid, I really loved the original Sonic games on the Mega Drive. I melted my Mega Drive once by leaving it on pause for about 12 hours just so I could get all those Chaos Emeralds. But when I first played Sonic 4, something was off. Something felt quite wrong about this Sonic and how he moved. So I did some investigations, and there are 2 things that are wrong with this Sonic, in my opinion. The first is, when he moves, if you let go of the stick, he'll just drop straight down. He doesn't keep that momentum going, and that's different from the old Sonics. He used to just keep going, and you kind of judge his momentum, and so that was really different for me. The second thing is, he's a bit slower to get going, and I've done the math on this. I've taken some footage from old Sonics, and I had a bit of a play, and really had a good time playing through all those on Friday morning at 3 a.m. And then I took some footage of the new Sonic and put them side by side. If you have a look, I discovered that Sonic actually takes 2.29 seconds to get up to full speed in Sonic 4, but in the older Sonic, he took 2.05 seconds. And that's a big difference in my opinion.
Oh, Barjo. Putting aside the flaws in your mathematics, and there were quite a few, you have to realise that these changes to the control scheme have been made for a reason. This new Sonic game is much more of a puzzling platformer, and these changes are there to facilitate that.
I have to agree with Darren. I really liked that he could stop so easily. It meant that you could avoid potential death traps like spikes or hidden enemies, and you just have so much more control over him in general.
I guess for me though, Sonic was all about that momentum, and changing and messing with my guy, I feel like he doesn't have that momentum anymore, and to me that was key with Sonic. I didn't mind his double jump though. I thought that was a nice addition.
I loved the double jump.
I like his little red shoes.
There's still a time limit on everything, which is stressful, as well as some pretty hectic puzzle elements, which are so frustrating, but in a good way, as well as those familiar boss battles with Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, or whatever his name is, so I don't think fans could be too disappointed with that.
It is, in fact, Dr. Eggman, Hex.
Alright, but why does he have to change his name? Can't we just call him the villain formerly known as Robotnik?
No, Eggman.
I don't know how to feel about this Sonic, Hex. I just couldn't get used to him. And I think I compare it to New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was a pretty good game because they didn't mess with anything, they just layered on top of it. But I feel like they've messed with the core of Sonic and the way he moves, and I just couldn't get past that. So I'm giving it 5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I think you're wrong, Barjo. I think they did a pretty good job with this reboot. I really liked the additions and I didn't mind the changes. If you've never played a Sonic game, I think you should give this a go. Maybe if you're stuck in the past like Barjo, then just give the demo a go first, but I'm giving it 7 out of 10 rubber chickens. Stop doing that.
But he's lame.
Sonic's cool, Darren.
No, he's lame.
It's cool.
Lame.
You're lame.
You're lame.
It took too long, I won! I won that battle, that voice battle, that dialogue battle I just
you
had.
did, that was
I won.
great.
I kicked Darren's robotic square-shaped, whatever, spot.